Oh,
I will
see
play.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm awake. It's just, it's in 2 hours.
How are you actually still awake?
Why? I'm awake since 20. No, wait. No, wait. I didn't stand up when I wanted to stand up. I stood up earlier. I'm awake since 31 hours. Yeah, right. I have no idea. I think so. But let's just say I calculated it, so it could be anything between 28 and 32, something like that. Ugh. Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
weekly races are back.
You mean like the knockout weekly races?
No. The labs endurance races.
Somebody announced that. Or what?
No, there was already last Sunday the first edition, and now comes the second edition.
Oh. Like, is it now or?
Yeah,
Huh. By who?
French guys.
Okay, so I don't know. So I don't know them. Okay.
But where's the way here? Oh. I put a few too many jumps for my taste. Ah, yeah. Okay. We are actually already through one lap.
Well, I'm gonna leave you alone now. So finish the video. I sent it to Nadio. You can see.
Okay.
See you at Cup of the Day.
Oops, yeah. So guys, how does this cup here work? We will play 15 minutes of warm-up to learn the track. It's a multi-lap track, an unknown one. And after that, the race will start. A laps race, 35 laps or something in total that we play. This time a few more good players in there. And not completely my map style, because let's be honest, it is just tech. That's not as nice as in the bigger, older weekly races where you had all the styles. This is just tech and jumps. We had already the same last week, which was one of the worst maps I could have imagined for an endurance competition, because the jumps and transitions were difficult. Here they are easy. But yeah, overall not much happening. So we'll do some training respawns now. And this is in theory a full speed corner. If you get a full speed, then you can also do this jump differently. Okay, I'm actually not sure what the best line is. Yo, you can actually... Oh god. What did I just find? Oh, actually also this works. Ah, but this is the best. It's such an important section though. The speed that you carry here. The full speed line is way too risky, I think. Is it? I mean, this jump is of course not smooth. Advantage is you can really focus on something. But if that happens, you're dead. And you can't jump far enough to avoid it. Yeah, it's not so cool. And here you don't get... I can maybe brake. Brake and then no slide, you know? I have 302. This was now a good slide. Here 310 though. Yeah. It's kinda consistent at least. I'm not so consistent with drifting. Even though this was not bad. Oh no. Gonna train this again, because this is also just important to always make these jumps. Yeah. I don't like this inside line. Gonna try next side outside again a bit. But probably I have to go inside. So if you go outside, the line afterwards is just shit. Ah, this is a good strategy. So if this happens, how do I make this? Do I jump fully left, right? Yeah. Easy. Wow, the gear. Oh, getting so fast, it's hard to get around the corner. Someone asking cut allowed. I saw that in the beginning they have some huge lead. I wouldn't know what a cut would be. Because if you jump here... No, okay, you still have good... Still have kinda good speed. So I was last time not really sure if it's instant live. But it was instant live, it went super quick. So once this warm-up is over here, this 5 seconds, we just start a race, I think. Okay, so that's not live. Yeah, I recognized that in the first checkpoint I was 7/10 behind, and then it was only 4/10 afterwards. So as if they did something different. I have similar opponents than I would have had yesterday evening in the Diablo random championship. Wait, I did not look at the start again. Oh. But I think I have a good setup for the race. How did Einix get a 47? Even though I didn't have a good warm-up. Or not a good first lap there. Was still quite a big distance though. In the start here is looking very confusing, to be honest. As if there are different lines. We have a short warm-up of 30 seconds and then we start with a 35 laps race. Can actually drive through the triangle as well. No idea what the best line at the start was. It was bad. Have to get in first into the groove. Fuck. It was 3 times way too slow what I'm doing. Like I'm missing 10 to 15 kilometers per hour. In the previous section. It all starts with this weird left because here's a gear change. Look how much I go up in positions there right ahead of that section. From 7th to 3rd. To 1st? Is it really that close? Yeah, what's that? I mean, now I got it a little better. Now I'm down to 3rd, as usual in that CP. I'm always losing there. And then back to 1st. I'm not sure, as if they tried really a different line. A different way at the start. Touch. Scheiße. No, what do you do now? I hate these maps. Kacke, ey. Should have respawned immediately. Okay guys, come back. I mean, I was first, so I can get first again. Wait, I just see who is first place. I don't believe my eyes. That's a Kenyan player from very early days. But also I don't believe my eyes. Did I really lose 13 seconds? 13 seconds? Okay, a lot of catch up to do. I don't hit it the way I hit it in the warm-up. But there are still so many laps to go. And others will also make mistakes, I'm pretty sure. Because it can just easily happen that you go too quick. You can't avoid to crash. Finally, I hit it. Ah, not perfect, but I... okay. I made up a few positions already. I also want to first place a lot. Maybe first place made a mistake. Nah, a bit outside here. We only have a third of the match soon. Currently my position is not really changing. Of course the gaps were huge. As long as they don't make mistakes, I will not catch that so easily. If at all, I don't know how my pace is compared to them. I think that if I get my ones decently through, then I have a good pace. That at least I'm not losing. Unless there's really a cut or a completely different line. Oh, that was close, almost touched there. Didn't really find a moment in the track, a spot in the track where I can just look. Okay, here. Okay, that's not good. I'm fourth, but the gap to first place is bigger now. And I drove very good laps. This Einix, Heath and Dionysus. With my crash I would still be leading. Without my crash. Got it bad. Was basically too fast. And had to take the airtime, had to take the jump. once again. This was more about surviving. I have a bit of problems with my brake button on this pad, and it did not brake immediately, so I braked way too less. I had more speed than I ever had before out of the left uphill. Yeah, those last laps weren't really good. Because the time is mainly made in this freewheel section. Oh my god. At least I saved that quickly. I'm only 12 seconds behind. No, I mean, I was already at 10. And then came this mistake, and it's only 12. So either there was also a mistake in the lead, or it really did not cost a lot. I mean, I saved it nicely by going to the booster. Transitions over transitions. It's hard when you are behind here and you feel like you have to catch up now. I'm actually not going Marius 5 safe right now. But the less that you release in that freewheel section, the more difficult it is to actually nail it at the exit. Yeah, the last 5 laps were all shit. That's not how you catch up. I need now a perfect race at this point. Even if I achieve that, it's not clear that I will take the lead. Currently I'm far away from that. I'm really not a fan of this map style. A mix of tech, risky parts and jumps, transitions. I would hope that they change this map style, but I mean, this is now the second race and the second time such a map. And the fact that if you don't have the speed, wait, that was close. If you don't have the speed, then there is just not a good line that you can take that does not cost you multiple seconds for these jumps. And the jumps are blind, like when I had my first bigger crash. At that point I couldn't know if I can maybe make the jump or not, because I can't see the road that I have to land on. So a few annoying parts there. I'm close to third place, but first place is far in front. regarding first place, I have to hope that they make mistakes. They also have a very good pace, so... They did mistakes in the beginning, hence I was leading for a moment. And hence Lover of Speed was actually leading after I crashed. So they also fucked up at the start. But now they have a decent pace there. Yeah, I mean this map is kinda... If you have a decent line for this freewheel, the map does not really have much more. This is all just full speed and driving. You can only lose time if you make a kind of mistake with these jumps, but otherwise everyone will have the same pace. This is just full speed, full speed, full speed. The only thing that divides a bit is this drift section. Yeah. And then you're already again at the freewheel. So it's only those two sections. I actually won a position with this mistake. Yeah, wow. So this is how you gain positions, nice. I only have to crash. I mean, really, there is not much to this track. There is not much happening on it. And this is also the reason why I trained this freewheel section so much. Okay, this little chicane here is also important. I forgot about this. Second place is also pretty far behind already, over 10 seconds. So Einix. Ah, now under. I mean, Heath was also leading to me last race and then he completely fucked it up at the end. We have 10 laps to go. Now, even without my big crash that I had at the start, it would have become difficult to keep the lead against Einix. Even though it's possible. Like now I, for example, won time on him. It was plus 18, now it's plus 17. Let's say, when I was first, if I had managed to make no mistakes, then they could have not caught up to me. There's no way how they can catch up. But I just did mistakes, so it is just like that. Yeah, this was, for example, now I got another really bad entry. I was too fast, came too far, had to jump and lost the speed. And then you lose speed for the whole section here now. And it was at 17, now still 17, okay. But you see Heath is under 9 seconds now. So Einix currently also not with the best laps, but enough. This way so far he was just driving definitely more consistent. The landing on this uphill booster is really bad. I wonder if they really go a different line there. Yeah, look at this. I brake now a little bit more, and I have it in easy and smooth. I really just was not braking enough in the race. I was just going too fast. And very, very often I was going too fast. Apropos too fast, I mean, this is just the kind of corner that I should have gone for the booster, man. This is just built so bad. Why do you even need such a long freewheel section? I almost got Heath there. He made a mistake. Yeah, but these corners, these tech corners, where you have the transition from banked to flat, right at the exit, and if you take the turn fast, you just jump off. And now in this case, you even have to exit in the middle or in the left, because of the little ramp that is then in the way afterwards. Heath is now 17 seconds behind. Without that mistake, I could have had him. It doesn't matter too much. The first place of this race gets 15 euros. And if Einix is not crashing, I hope he's not crashing, then first place would have been not easy. It was possible because I had the lead and I have his pace, so he would have had difficulties to catch that up. But I just made way too many additional mistakes as well. Now it's at 24 seconds and yeah. If I just kept it at the original 8 seconds that I had, then I would easily be on second now. Maybe even could have gained in a few laps. And then there would still be hope, because one mistake by him can cost him that much time. But now I fell down additional 16 seconds, so... Good speed. Yeah, very good speed. Yep, for example, now I caught up. Or? No, I didn't. Sorry. I thought that I was at 27 behind, but anyway, that was a good lap. We have only 2 laps to go. If nothing special happens, it's gonna be third. Would have been second. That plays only a little role for the season. This competition also has a season. However, as I have to work some Sundays, especially the next 2 Sundays I have to work, there is not any chance for me to challenge them in the season. It's just not possible. I just can't play every race. That's the easy reason. So last lap, and he crashed. I'm actually down to 20. I hope that he will just get that through, because then it would be easier to say, yeah, was not possible. But it wasn't. It was possible. Just needed to brake more here. Also now I braked so less that I have to full jump there. I have no speed now. I just have to save it more, and I'm even faster. But once you're behind, you really want to get more and more speed there. Oh, I almost got Heath. With a better ending, maybe I would have even gotten him. We made another mistake there. Oh, the hands, man. Fourth and fifth are close. Did you know there was a kind of map release half hour before the race? At the 24-hour race, yes. Man, every time. I can't even type in. So, naja. Not my best performance here. Because I had a feeling I understood the whole track. There was not much to understand. Mainly this freeway section, and I had a good approach for that. Yeah, and then I got too greedy, or how do people say?